Hey, so before the video starts, I just want to say that I made this video over on Twitch, so go check it out. I might be streaming on there, and drop me a follow. And also join our Discord. We're going to be doing a launch party event on Discord, so that's in the link of the description as well as my Twitter. And so just go follow all that stuff to stay in the loop via Fur Daddy information. All right, let's get into the video.
Fly me to the moon so I can kick its fucking ass.
Hey guys, what's up? Fur Daddy here. I'm coming at you today with a bit of a guide and a bit of a update video, just a general video to show you guys how to avoid spoilers in Endwalker. There's a lot of unintuitive things in the game that might cause you to be spoiled, which I'll go into some of the history of that, and then I will go through everything you can do to prepare yourself in-game to avoid getting spoiled when Endwalker comes out. So if you care about spoilers, make sure you watch this video, and then at the end I'll go over what my plans are for Endwalker, so that you can avoid or embrace spoilers on that end. So yeah, let's get into the video. So a lot of this stuff is going to happen in-game. So I'll show you how to do this stuff now, and we can sort of go along and prepare our accounts to be spoiler-free, so you can go along with me. Basically, what we're going to do is remove any options that people might be able to inadvertently or purposely spoil you. So first of all, let's filter public chat out of our chat log, because that's going to be the biggest offender. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new chat tab, and you can click the thing here to do that. And then the little plus sign, and then you can go to your chat log settings. And so in your fourth one here, you'll have your chat, if you see right here. And if we click on it, it'll actually show us what shows up on that list. So what we can do is we can take out say, yell, shout, and then we can take out any of the link shells we're in if you want to. So then all we'll see is tell, party chat, alliance, free company, and your PvP team. If you think that somebody in your FC is gonna mess with you as well, you can turn off the free company and stuff like that. So yeah, you're gonna want to disable all of these, and once you're done that, you can click apply. And from there, this is the chat window that you're gonna want to have up for the entirety of the expansion. So moving on. So the next thing we're gonna want to do is disable titles and things like that appearing. The reason why is so if anybody played during Heavensward, you could get a title in Heavensward called Nidhogg Slayer, and so people were running around with that title. So there might be spoilery titles that people can get and will be running around with in game. So let's avoid that here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the character configuration window, and then go down here to the display name settings. And it doesn't matter what you have for your own, but for others, we're going to want to set this here to hide the title display settings, and down here as well the alliance members title display thing. Party members here, other NPCs, friends, hide, other PCs, hide. And what this does is prevents their titles from appearing. So this is really important because this is an inadvertent spoiler that you could definitely run into. If you care about spoilers, I definitely recommend that you do that alongside as well. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is move over to the NPC tab on the list. And here we will go down to minions. And we don't want to display the names of these minions ever. We don't want the 5.0 and 5.3 minions, for example, spoiling you. So you can go into minions, and you can disable them this way as well. So that's all the HUD and UI things that we have to worry about. And the next thing that I want to go over with you guys is just to teach you guys how to target NPCs, because when the expansion launches, it's going to be very easy. It's going to be huge crowds of people, so it's going to be really hard to actually talk to the quest NPCs. So let's go over how to set that up. And yeah. Alright, so next on the list we want to go to keybind. And what we're going to do here is go into keybind. And then we're going to go into targeting. And if we scroll down through the list, we should see here target nearest NPC or object. And we can set that to whatever key you want. For me, it's set to F12. But if you have a laptop, you won't be able to do that. You can set it to any key on your mouse or whatever. Okay? And the follow-up to that is we're going to want to go to System, And make sure we have confirm set to something as well. So I have mine set to numpad 0, and you can set that to whatever you want there. The last quality of life thing that we're going to want to do is to reduce the number of players visible. So to do that, we want to go to the system configuration and this other settings here. And then if we go to display limits, character and object quantity, we can set that to minimum right here, see? And what that will do is reduce the amount of characters. Like it won't make all of them gone, but it'll reduce it by a little bit. So that'll help your load time and reduce your lag. So that's basically all of the things you can do to make your UI HUD experience better and to avoid spoilers in that regard. And I'm just going to go over some general tips and advice after that. And then I'll go into my plans for what I'm going to do for Endwalker and what you can expect from the channel. So just some general advice as well. You should, if you're playing through the main scenario and you want to avoid spoilers, this is a given, but avoid stuff like Twitter, Reddit. Even though there is a spoiler policy on the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit, it's still really easy to get spoilered for stuff. So if that's something you're concerned about, yeah. Another thing that I want to mention is don't Google character names. Ideally don't Google anything, because there's going to be articles posted about everything like that. So you just kind of want to lock yourself in a Faraday cage and just be like doing it as much by yourself as possible, obviously like with your friends or whatever. But if you're really concerned about spoilers, you don't want anything spoiled, Googling character names can bring up like the Final Fantasy XIV wiki, which has updated information, things like that. So err on the side of caution and just play through the main scenario first, and then you can go and do stuff to your heart's content. So with all that in mind, let's get into what my plans are for the upcoming expansion, what you can expect from the YouTube channel and everything like that. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. All right, so now that we've talked about how to avoid spoilers, let's go into what I'm going to be doing for Endwalker. If you're a fan of the channel, or you're just curious, or you're like part of that guild grind set and you want to make money, this is sort of my plans for Endwalker. I'm just going to kind of vamp for a little bit about it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing through the main scenario right when it comes out. So I'll be streaming that on Twitch. I'll kind of be no-lifing it, and I'll be doing a lot more active streams. In fact, I've been streaming the mornings and the evenings as well, so you can come into the stream and just see if I'm streaming. And of course it'll be spoilers, but you know, if you want to play along with me, you're welcome to come and check out the stream there. And then after I beat the main scenario, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is making a updated 1 to 90 crafter guide. So I'll be making a guide to level up your crafters from 1 to 90. And that's going to be coming out like as soon as I finish the main scenario. So all of that to say, there might not be a video like exactly a week from now, because like Endwalker's coming out, but there will be one a few days after that. And then from there, I'll just be making videos about all the different content in Endwalker. I can't really prepare for that because I don't know what it's going to be. So I'll be streaming on Twitch a lot more actively to make up for the lack of content on the channel. So make sure you go and drop me a follow on there so you know when I'm streaming. And I'll be making more videos about that. So that's sort of my plan. And then the thing I'll be making after the 1 to 90 guide is I'll be going through like all the master recipes and basically making as much gil as possible. And I'll go into gil making for you guys. So it should be really fun. So yeah, that's the video. It's a little bit of a shorter, kind of weird video, but I thought it might be helpful because I know there's a lot of people who watch my channel that are just getting into Final Fantasy for the first time. This might be their first expansion, so this might be helpful for you guys. So if it is, let me know down below, and let me know what your guys' plans are for Endwalker in the comments as well. So I will see you guys on my stream. Yeah, so stop by. Bye-bye.